In this video, we're going to go over clamping a Zoot Pro to your desk. Now we're going to cover the clamp that comes with your kit by default, and we'll cover some additional clamping options based on your needs where you can use add-ons to enhance the clamping system. Now, why do you need a clamp for your Zoot Pro? Well, let's go over this. If you extend the screen out beyond the edge of the desk, the center of mass goes out here. Now, without this clamp holding the base to the desk, everything would just fall right over, either onto your lap or onto the ground. It just ruin your day. So, in general, that's why you have to clamp a Zoot system to the desk. Now, what we'll do here is pull the camera in and we'll show you some of the details. This is the clamp that is shipped with the Zoot Pro arms. The clamp itself here is attached to the anti-topple arms via these 4 screws on top. For more details, let's take a look at the clamp itself. The clamp can be adjusted based on the desk thickness. If we look at it here, the maximum thickness this clamp can adjust to is 4¼ inches or 108 millimeters. You must be able to insert this screw assembly here up to 2.5 inches in depth or 64 millimeters. And the post width here is 2 inches or 50 millimeters. In order to adjust the screw assembly for different desk depths, you will change these 4 screws positions. There is a 2.5 millimeter hex wrench that comes with your Zoot kit to unscrew these screws and readjust them into a different hole pattern. Other notes with the clamp is the top of the clamp plate here is plastic and has various slots. If you want to mount something to the top of the clamp plate, such as a power supply or USB hub, it can be held in place by having these slots on top and using Velcro tabs like this to hold whatever you want in place. The bottom of the clamp plate here has faux leather or naga hide to ensure that it doesn't mar up the surface of your desk, and it does a good job of sticking to the desk surface and keeping itself in place. An important consideration in whether the clamp will adapt to your workspace is the depth of your desk from front to back. Now, because of the anti-topple arms, maximum reach forward, if the front to the back of the desk is greater than 32 inches or 815 millimeters, it's recommended that you have an alternate clamp mounting option. If there is a bar or other considerations blocking access to mount the clamp here, we'll go over other mounting options for your Zoot Pro arm clamp. One alternate mounting option for your Zoot Pro clamp, if you need the clamp to go down further to attach to your desk, is to add a extension plate to the clamp post. The extension plate can be ordered separately, and it comes with the extension plate itself and 4 extra screws. To attach, you simply attach the extension plate to the post using the 4 extra screws, then attach your screw assembly to the extension plate. The extension plate changes the maximum distance from 4¼ inches or 108 millimeters to 6½ inches or 165 millimeters in where you can clamp the Zoot Pro to a exceptionally deep circumstances desk. That may be a crossbar or plate blocking the ability to clamp to the upper desk. One alternate mounting option for a standard Zoot Pro clamp system is to drill a 2-inch or 50 millimeter hole through your desk. Now, when the back of the desk is obscured or obstructed in some way, this is a good option. Likewise, if you need to get the clamp closer to the front of the desk, this is also an option. In positioning the hole towards the front of the desk, I like to put it at 24 inches or 61 centimeters from the front of the desk. That allows the feet of the Zoot system to come all the way up to the edge of the desk, and you get your maximum monitor extension beyond the edge of the desk. Now, to make the hole through your desk, it requires a 2-inch or 50 millimeter hole saw to drill a hole through the desk, which will then create a plug of material that you'll just have to get rid of. From there, you can take the upper portion of the Zoot clamp with the screw assembly removed and place it through the hole in the desk. Then the screw assembly is attached under the desk with the screws that were removed from the screw assembly before. Then the anti-toppling arms are attached to the Zoot base system over here through these 4 screws there. Now, if you ever remove your Zoot system, oh, and I should also note the cables and everything can fit through the hole also in the desk. But if your clamp is removed, you have a 2-inch hole through your desk. What you can use then is a cable grommet. These are commonly available online or at office supply stores, and they're intended to go into a 2-inch or 50 millimeter hole in the desk for a cleaner look. Then you have the option of using the hole as a cable access way through your desk, and it gives a much cleaner look. Now, that's one mounting option you can use. Another option for mounting a Zoot Pro clamp to the desk, where you have to drill a hole through the desk, but not a 2-inch hole through the desk, you would drill a 1/4-inch hole through the desk. And it would be mounted below through a screw through the desk that attaches only to the upper clamp here. So you would not use any of this lower portion of the clamp assembly. You're only using the upper clamp plate. We've attached the through-hole clamp assembly here via these 4 screws on the back of the clamp plate. Then a 1/4-inch or 6 millimeter hole has to be drilled through the desk. Now, what I do in positioning the hole towards the front of the desk is to space it about 24 inches or 61 centimeters from the front of the desk. That allows the base of the Zoot system to go all the way up to the edge of the desk and not over it, and gives you maximum extension of the monitor over the edge of the desk. Okay, now that we've drilled our hole through the desk, we use this double-sided tape, and it's put on the bottom of the clamp plate here. Now that keeps the clamp plate from spinning around as you're moving the Zoot system across the desk. You stick it on top here, directly above the hole. Then you will put the screw through the desk and then screw it into the clamp. If there's not enough room in terms of clearance around that, you can remove this compression plate to have a lower footprint of the screw through the desk.